Hey there! Welcome back to 3-Day Weekend. Got the Pro XP back on the lift. Again, we've got a noise coming from the transmission. Cutscene. Hear that whining noise? Let's hear it again. Really high-pitched whining. Yeah. Not good. That's not a good noise. It sounds like gear lash to me. We've changed the belt, we've cleaned the clutches, done all that. Still making the noise, so I am all but certain it's coming from that transmission. So we're going to pull the transmission out today, see if we can find what's going on with it. So let's hop to it. First part's the easy part. Let's do it in a time lapse real quick. We're going to pull off the tires. Piece of cake. We're going to take out the axle nuts. No problem there. We're going to take off the brake calipers. We're going to pull off the hubs, the rotors. We're going to loosen the radius rod arms, take a couple of those off so the hubs will swing free so we can get the axles out of the hubs. Then we're going to try to pull the axles out of the transmission. Now, I started spraying these with PB Blaster a couple days ago. So they should pop out pretty easily. Oh, man, when they come out, they surprise you. Woo! CVT. Remove all this cover. This tube. Get this all out of the way. Then we're going to take the belt off. And we're going to take the primary and the secondary off. I ordered this primary puller from HunterWorks, so I can pop that off easy. I thought I had one, but I couldn't find it. I don't know if it's the right one or not. I just got a new one. That way I know for sure. Looking pretty good. Everything's coming off nice and easy. I did have to go get a new tool. Some impact big Torx. We got T55 and the clutch bolt was what was it, a T60. Big dog, big dog. I haven't had this clutch off yet, so had to go get the tools for that. Once you get the outer part of the clutch off, then you can get the puller through the middle. That's the puller that I use right here. I found my other one, but it is different, so that's the one I used, and hit it with the impact and came right off. Always feels like you're breaking it. These bolts are all that's left. They go all the way through. I took out the 10mm bolts right here. No, 8mm bolts up on this edge. But I need someone to hold it on the other side. And I went in and asked for help and was told that I need to stop for tonight because it's dinner time. So I'm going to pick this up tomorrow. Get those 4 bolts out, and this entire housing should come off. And then we'll start working on the motor mounts and disconnecting. I have all the linkages on the other side. I haven't taken those off yet. So, I'm getting ahead of myself. We'll pick this up tomorrow. We are back at it, and I forgot I gotta take the prop shaft off of there. That's gotta come out of the way. Looks like we got some, what are those hexes on there? Some hex 5s or hex 6. 5s, yep, hex 5s. Let's see if these come out easy. Alright, done over here for now. Let's go to the other side. Shifter linkage. Oh, won't fall in the drain. That was easy. We got a connector. Oh, and it's got one of those push rivets right there. Can you see that? That little pop rivet. We're gonna push that out of there. So we got a little connector right next to that. Ooh, this is packed in mud. That'll be fun. Oh, it's a push. It's another push rivet. And it broke. Perfect. Well, it's out of the way anyway. Oh, and it just keeps going. Now there's a vent tube. Oh, you can't see the vent tube. Hold on. Vent tube. I got both hands in there. There we go. We got her. I think we're in good shape now. Oh, there's one more connector. I see it. Alright, one more connector right there in the very back. Let's see if I can unplug that. I don't know if I need to take it out. Be safer to take it out. I'm gonna try to take it out. Looks like it's held in by a 8 or 10. We'll get that out of the way. I can't get on that bolt head right in there, so I'm gonna have to do it by leaving it in. I'll just be aware that it exists, and hopefully we can work it out of there. This is gonna be tight. I don't know. I'm gonna start on this motor mount up here, which I think those ends are welded on, at least one of them. It looks like the top one is not welded on, but the bottom one might be. I don't know, we'll see. Let me throw a wrench on those and see what we can get. Motor mount is out. So if my calculations are correct, once we take these big 4 out, we'll be able to pull it out. Jerry's helping. He's going to drive it from that side. I'm going to try to hold on to these because they are in there.
Which one first?
Should we start with the absolute hardest one?
Yep.
Okay. That would be
The one in the back?
Yeah. Up the highest one.
Okay.
Can't even see it from this side.
Okay.
It's going to be great. We got all the nuts out. Had to use, what was this? 3/4 crow's foot with long extensions. The rest just 18 sockets, 18 millimeter sockets on there. And the whole thing is now loose. But we have something, wires going on over here.
They're connected to it.
Oh, just physically attached. See, I thought this plate was going to stay, but apparently not. And the whole thing is resting on that bolt.
Not very heavy.
Alright, so we gotta just kind of force that thing out of there. Alright.
Solid dirt.
Yeah. Someone keeps driving this thing through the mud. That. Now we can get to it. So I'm gonna take that out with a 10 mil. Just so I don't bash it on the frame or something and break it. Yeah. It looks like it's clear in every other way. Should be just a matter of manhandling it.
I get scared of my fingers. My fingers are my money makers. So it's hitting on the bottom. I cleared the bottom. Wait. Oh yeah, you missed it. Okay.
Ooh, okay. Sideways to the camera. We got it! To the workbench.
Oh,
You good?
Yep.
Transmission on a bench. Been here before. Not with this transmission ever. We're putting the plugs, the sensors back in and taping up the plugs because I'm going to take it out and power wash it. So it's nice and clean. Take it apart. Hit it with a power washer. I thought it would be cleaner. But at least it's not covered with loose dirt or anything now. We're draining it out underneath before we crack it open. Let's see what we have. Shifter's in high gear. That out real quick. I think the new guy worked on this thing. Look at how much squirted out. It's like he rubbed his hand over here and up here. I'm documenting this now, so when I put it back together, that wasn't me. All right, park. Remove that bolt. We're gonna remove this clip and this little housing. Clip. Ooh. Washer. Yeah. Clip and washer.
Can I put it right in here?
Sure. There's a spring.
You want me to pull that?
Yep.
No spring.
No?
Nothing.
Okay. Oh, there she goes.
Look for a spring. Was it in park?
I don't know.
Too late.
Ah, okay. I see it. Next, you say? We're gonna lay it down and take all the bolts out of it. A pride location.
Well, if you use the one right size like I just did.
You gotta be grippy in that one. Okay.
Oh, that one's not a pry, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, here, you get it.
I already got it.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, earlier.
Oh.
While you're making fun of my pry bar. Oh.
You got it.
That came off easy. Oh my. There's a lot of sludge in there. No big chunks. But that is absolutely metal.
I am not seeing anything broken.
I don't think we're gonna find anything broke. It's just making a lot of noise. So I think I'm gonna have worn down gears. I've been looking at this for quite some time. I don't see any damage to anything on here. All the bearings, this all seems fine. So I've been looking down here. There's a couple things that have me worried on here. First, I could see a worn groove on that bearing. Can you focus on that for me? I don't know if you can see that. I can also move this bearing quite a bit. Back and forth, like that way to that way. Rocking them a little bit is normal, but I can move that back and forth. Same with this one. So is that normal? Or is that going to be making a noise when I'm riding? I don't know. I'm thinking replacing the bearing on there. I can't find anything wrong with this shaft here. All the bearings seem good. I see a little bit of a line on that one, but I can't find anything else wrong with it. So I think we're gonna let that slide. This one, if you can hear that, makes a bit of a noise. That might be normal too, but I can also rock that gear. See, I can rock that gear. I can also rock this gear. Quite a bit more than I can rock this gear. Is it possible that this bearing in there is bad? Possible. Possible. We're gonna put that in the maybe column. But then when you get over here, I can 100% on the back edge of these teeth see wear marks on them. I don't know if the camera will pick that up. It's hard to tell on that little screen, but I can see physical damage on there. And that gear lines up with this middle gear, but I don't see any damage on that gear. So that's where I am right now. I'm trying to figure out exactly what I want to do with all of this. Perfect world, spend the money, replace the whole thing, you know, whatever. My output I think is fine. I'm not going to worry about that because again the symptoms are only at 20 mile or 40 mile an hour depending on which gear you're in, which kind of puts me in this general area. Now when you do gear reduction, you replace these and these three. I don't want to buy a brand new one if people have them all sitting around. So I've got some messages out and we'll see if somebody is willing to ship me their takeoffs. That'll save me some cost on trying to find out if that's the problem. But if I can't get that, I'm definitely going to get this gear here and this one, which is part of the whole shaft. And then why not just get these? Oh, but if you get those, then you have to get the matching gears on this side and then the bearing. So it's going to be pricey. It's going to be pricey. And they didn't have all of this sitting in stock. So that's where we are right now. I'm going to put this project on hold until some parts come in. Then we can pick it up where we left off. Nothing else I can do on this machine today. We're just going to be waiting on parts. So it's going to be sitting right here on the lift till those come in. Hopefully we'll get it back together before too long. But I want to just thank everybody who supports the channel. All of the names scrolling up through the list here. You guys mean the world to me. We really appreciate the support. You keep the wheels turning, keep us going. I'm glad you like this content, and I hope you come back to join us for some more. Everything I do to any machine, whether it be the Aces or the Pro XP or whatever, we keep a playlist. So if you're into that kind of machine, just hit the playlist. You can check those out right there. But again, thank you so much for watching. We really appreciate every viewer, every subscriber, every share. If you like it, give me that thumbs up. Really, really appreciate it. And I hope to see everyone back here for another video on 3-Day Weekend.